Hi guys, in this quick training video and podcast, I'm going to be talking about a lot of questions that have been asked regarding the last video that I've just done, which I'll explain, and the last podcast that I've just done. And the question is, am I too old as a goalkeeper? Have I lost my opportunity to achieve my goalkeeping dreams as a goalkeeper, whether that's semi-professional or professional as a goalkeeper? Now, the reason why I've got asked a lot of these questions over the past few days is that the last podcast and training video that I put out was from a young goalkeeper, 15 years of age, called Hunter from North America, who was basically asking me, look, I've just started playing in goal. I'm only 15 years old. Have I missed my opportunity of achieving my goalkeeping dreams to gain a college scholarship or to become a professional goalkeeper? And my answer to Hunter was no. At 15 years of age, you've still got plenty of years left. Now, obviously, I wasn't addressing this question when I was helping Hunter with his question in the last podcast and training video. But again, I just didn't even realise this. And again, some fantastic questions, from goalkeepers who, from all different age brackets, which I'll go through that as I go through this video and podcast, from all different age brackets, asking if they missed an opportunity to achieve their dreams. So what I'll do is I'll go sort of backward and forward in this podcast and video, and obviously just go through the different age brackets, and obviously just give my advice, obviously, for you guys that are still chasing your dream, who are obviously getting to over 21 years of age, so to speak. So first of all, Brian, who said, has he missed his opportunity? He's 67 years of age. My gut feeling is you probably have. I don't think the Premiership or the MLS, anything like that, I don't think any of them are going to come in for you, I'm afraid, Brian. Now, obviously, I'm guessing you've obviously, I'm hoping you were only joking anyway. Obviously, you never know in this day and age. But obviously, once you get to a certain age, which again, I'll come to that in a moment, you get to a certain age as a goalkeeper, obviously, sadly, you have missed your opportunity. Now, first of all, I'll answer the questions where goalkeepers were asking me, have they missed an opportunity to gain a college scholarship in the United States? Now, again, as I say, some of the goalkeepers were 22, 23, 24 years of age. Now, this is sort of not my expertise, to be honest with you, so take what I'm going to say with maybe a bit of pinch of salt. Even though that we've helped literally hundreds of our students achieve their dreams and gain a college scholarship, what we tend to do is we train our goalkeepers, and then we pass our goalkeepers on to basically like recruitment agents. Now, we don't charge a fee for that or anything like that, because our students have paid us for X amount of weeks, months and years anyway. So obviously we feel a bit, we think it's a bit cheeky asking for a finder's fee, etc. So again, so for any of you goalkeepers who are looking to, gain a college scholarship, there's no other goalkeeping schools in history have helped more goalkeepers gain college scholarships than just for keepers over the years. But my gut feeling, as I say, if you have, gone to 22, 23 years of age. Now, I know that you can get mature students, going to universities, but I'm guessing even though a university or college will allow mature students, I'm guessing they probably won't allow them to play in their teams. So I'm guessing, as I say, again, please do your own due diligence on this, just in case I'm a bit wrong. Excuse me. But again, only from normally when we pass our goalkeeping students on to recruiters for them to gain a college scholarship, they're normally like 16, 17, 18, 19, at a push, 20 years old. So I'm guessing any goalkeeper over 21, 22 years of age, you've probably missed your opportunity. Now, again, I know there's all different divisions with college universities across the United States, and maybe like a Division 1 will have a slightly older goalkeeper than a Division 3. Obviously, if a Division 3 college university might not get the uptake as the Division 1s, Divisions 2, so they might have no choice but to have an older goalkeeper in goal. But again, as I say, if you're someone who's listening, especially if you're listening to this on YouTube and you actually understand, you actually know the age limit where obviously, you know, once you get past that age limit, please put it below and obviously help, you know, fellow goalkeepers, obviously, find the answer, so to speak. Okay, so for goalkeepers who are asking me, you know, have they missed an opportunity to become a semi-professional goalkeeper? Now, again, as I say, I'm just going to answer this based on the UK because, you know, I know these like semi-professional goalkeepers and professional goalkeepers in different countries around the world, but I'll answer it obviously because my experience is obviously in the United Kingdom. So basically, for you guys that might not know, like a semi-professional goalkeeper is normally a goalkeeper that will have a job, but also as well they'll play for a football club that's still a really high standard. So I actually played for a couple of, when I come out of football, actually before I become a professional goalkeeper and after I was a professional goalkeeper, I actually played for semi-professional teams and the standard was quite high, to be honest with you. In fact, I actually thought playing semi-professional was actually harder as a goalkeeper than what I was as a professional goalkeeper. I'm not guessing. I know because obviously you get more protected, by professional players, obviously because of their ability levels is just that bit higher. But it's not much higher, guys, to be honest with you. So like semi-professional, as I say, it was mostly for goalkeepers. As I say, they might have a job. And these semi-professional clubs are outside what's called the tier of professional football. Now in the UK, we've got like the Premiership, Championship, First Division, Second Division, and then it goes into the National League, and then it goes down as a triangle. And within that triangle, again, as I say, players actually and goalkeepers can still get paid. Obviously it depends on how far down that triangle is, but even as I say, 3 or 4 leagues, sometimes 5 leagues below the professional league, you know, you can actually still get paid as a semi-professional goalkeeper or player. So obviously, so for you guys who are asking me, have you lost the opportunity, when you're 25, 28 years of age to play semi-professionally? The answer is actually no, okay, at a semi-professional level. Reason being is if you're good enough, you know. And as I say, with semi-professional playing, because obviously you're not training every single day. Obviously, with the greatest respect, you know, semi-professional standards, and again, it depends how lower down the tier you are. It's not as intense. It's not as the high standards as what you'll get in the professional leagues. Even though it's not far behind, it's still not that standard, if that makes sense. So obviously you've got a better opportunity because obviously the competition at a semi-professional level is not going to be the same type of high competition if you were trying to become a professional goalkeeper. Obviously you've got to keep yourself fit, even though that you're playing semi-professional, because the standard, as I keep saying, is still very, very, very high. So you've got to keep yourself fit. But again, it just depends where you sort of fall. First of all, obviously, what type of level that you're trying to go for. So if you're trying to go for the National League, which is 1 league below the professional level, as I say, once you start going over 25, 26 years of age, you're going to lose you probably are going to, it's going to be less likely that you are going to get in at that standard. And it's all to do with experience as well. So if you sort of never played in goal before, or you're only just starting, or you've only played like Sunday, when I say only played Sunday League, I've played only Sunday League as well. So I'm not knocking Sunday League football. In fact, actually, Sunday League football is what helped me and what crafted me as a goalkeeper, because when you're playing as a 17-year-old, I was playing in an adult league, and as a goalkeeper, it teaches you to be tough. So Sunday League football really, really, really helped me. But if you've only played Sunday League football and you're trying to become a semi-professional goalkeeper and get paid, and you're competing with other goalkeepers who've played semi-professional for other clubs, unfortunately the management is going to go for that experience, because obviously experience is everything with goalkeeping. But as I say, it still doesn't mean that that you've not lost your opportunity at 25, 26 years of age. As I say, so as long as you're keeping yourself fit, and at the end of the day, if you're good enough, you're good enough, So just go for those trials. Again, if you think that you've got the ability, or you might be a bit underconfident, unfortunately, because what stops a lot of goalkeepers, even older goalkeepers is lack of confidence, where they've got the ability, the friends and management are telling them that they've got the ability, but they're just frightened just to obviously take that next step up. So if you've got a lot of your teammates, your management, supporters are saying, wow, what are you doing at this club? You're a much better goalkeeper, even though that you might be underconfident in yourself. Trust what others are saying and go for it. What have you got to lose? So again, so like semi-professional, as I say, guys, it's a bit of an awkward one to sort of answer, because it depends what level that you're trying to get into. As I say, if you're trying to get at the top level of semi-professional playing, as I say, once you start getting to 24, 25, 26, it is going to be very, very difficult for you to obviously get in there. It's not impossible, as I keep saying. If you're good enough, you're good enough. Goalkeepers now, if you keep yourself fit and you're good enough and you can keep that ball out the net, you can play up until your early 40s now. But obviously, the lower down the tier that you are, you could still have an opportunity at 27, 28, even into your 30s. As I say, because I don't mean to be disrespectful, the standard might not be as good, and also as well, the wage might not be that as good as well. So if you're playing, if there's like a football team, and this can be anywhere in the world, but if there's a football team and there's just one very small semi-professional football team in a village or a little town, and they don't pay much, they might only pay $20, £20 per week. You're not going to get goalkeepers travelling, obviously, for such low money. So if you're sort of like one of the best goalkeepers in that town or village, you'll have a greater opportunity to sign for that club, even if you're in your 30s, because obviously the income is not the best, and obviously goalkeepers are not going to travel in for such a low wage. So hopefully that answers with the semi-professional. Obviously with professional, it is much different, guys. Okay, even though that honestly, between like semi-pro and professional, especially like the first division and second division, the standard is not really that different. Obviously there is a better standard, okay, and it is a fine line, to be honest with you, but that fine line, as I say, training professionally, you've got to be obviously super fit, super dedicated, super focused. Obviously you can't have a job, okay, yeah, because obviously the professional club is obviously paying you money, so they want you to completely focus on obviously their club. So again, if you're a goalkeeper, so we had like goalkeepers who were 28, 30 years of age saying, have I lost my chance becoming a professional goalkeeper? Now look, I don't want to steal anyone's dream. Nothing's impossible, okay? Nothing's impossible. If you are a diamond in the rough and you have got the ability, if you get seen by the right people, again, I say, I'm not trying to steal the dream here. There's still that opportunity that you might become a professional goalkeeper. I think that the goalkeeper who was asking me was like 28, 29 or 30, something like that. But I've got to be honest with you, it is a very, very, very slim, obviously, opportunity for you, because basically at a professional level, as I say, they're looking for goalkeepers who've normally come through the ranks, maybe as a YTS or through the academies, etc. So they know that they've developed that goalkeeper, from a young goalkeeper into their first team, so to speak, or they know that they've gone through another system, etc. So they know that obviously they've got a goalkeeper with, X amount of ability, obviously, who's quite fit. But also as well, they'll still look for diamonds in the rough, okay? You still hear success stories where a goalkeeper is 22, 23 years of age, they're playing non-league, for a semi-professional club, and a professional club scout has been watching them, or they've been getting good reports in the newspapers, so they've been asked to come in for a trial, and they get an opportunity to achieve their dreams. But normally, as I say, guys, for that to happen, as I say, and it does happen for goalkeepers between 20 and 24, 25 years of age, but once you start getting over that, 20, 24, 25, it becomes harder and harder and harder, as I say. So again, as I say, but if you're good enough as a goalkeeper, if you're playing semi-professional and you're 21, 22, 23 years of age, and you've got the right physique, the right mental attitude, as I keep saying, if you're good enough, if you're better than what the goalkeepers are, so if you're playing for a semi-professional team, and he's a professional team that maybe be local to yourself, and then the scouts from that professional team watch you play and they go, wow, this semi-professional goalkeeper is better than our professional goalkeepers, you will get a chance. To be honest with you, you will get a chance. Okay, but as I say, you know, so I hope that helps anyway, guys. Yeah. So semi-professional, obviously, you know, you've got a much better chance to still, you know, achieve your dreams and make some money as a goalkeeper, you know, even when in your mid-30s as a professional goalkeeper, because obviously it's professional. You've got to be a lot fitter, a lot more dedicated. You've got to be a lot more thick-skinned as well, because obviously, you know, you might be on television. If you make a mistake, you've got to be really mentally strong, etc. But again, it's still not impossible to, you know, as I say, you've only got to look at the success stories where, you know, as I say, someone was playing semi-professional at 23, 24 years of age, and they were actually picked up, you know, by a professional club, and they're now a professional goalkeeper. But you've got to work incredibly hard. You've got to be super fit, super dedicated. You know, as I say, guys, you know, so I hope that helps anyway. So I've just thought to just do this very quick video based on, obviously, you know, the questions that I've got asked from doing the last video for Hunter, who was 15 and thought that, you know, had he missed his opportunity. Obviously, so for you goalkeepers who are older, as I say, yeah, obviously you asked me a different question, same question, but a different type of question. Have you missed the boat, so to speak? So, you know, unless you're Brian and you're 67 years of age, I'm pretty confident Jurgen Klopp's not going to come in for you, Brian. You know, but as I say, I hope that helped anyway, guys. Yeah, as I say, always chase your dreams. And again, if you feel as if I missed out anything, if you're watching this on social media or YouTube, please put obviously your experiences, you know, your thoughts below, and help your fellow goalkeeper. Okay, all the best and keep on goalkeeping.